How to eat on $30 a week in 2022. With food costs ever rising, you may be wondering how to eat on $30 a week in 2022. This figure is about how much one individual receives when relying on government aid, so it's a good figure for all households to start with. Of course, $30 per week is per person, so if you have several family members in your home, you'll need to multiply that figure by the number of people in the home. This guide will provide you with all the tips and tricks you need to learn how to eat on a budget. The budget-friendly meal plans are also designed to support balanced meals, not just a bunch of cheap junk. Keep watching to learn more, but first, please take a moment to like our video and subscribe to our channel. How much should it cost to eat a week? It can be helpful to take a closer look at how much it costs to eat at home each week in 2022. It really puts into perspective how much food costs have risen and how households really need to take a step back and create an affordable meal plan in order to keep their budgets intact. Statistics: the U.S. Department of Agriculture has 4 charts for food plans and their cost. What is a good grocery budget for one person? A good grocery budget for one person also varies based on where you live and your overall income versus expenses, and not just age and gender as seen in the USDA charts. For example, World Population Review reports on the cost of living index for each state. When we review it, we see that the state with the highest grocery index is Hawaii at 152.9. The state of Kansas has the lowest grocery index of 91.7. If the individuals living in these states had similar incomes and expenses, they would find their grocery budget would go much farther in Kansas than Hawaii. That means a good grocery budget for Kansas may be $40 a person, while $60 per week per person is more realistic for Hawaii. No matter where you live, however, you can get creative and keep your grocery budget to $30 a week. Let us show you how. What is the cheapest meal you can make? When it comes to the cheapest meal you can make, you'll want to start with rice. Brown rice is best, as it offers more nutrients and protein than white rice. Here at my local ShopRite, you can get brown rice for 70 cents per pound. Since 2 individuals can consume a pound of rice in one meal, that means it's only 35 cents per person. Of course, you'll want to add to the brown rice to create a full meal. Beans are the next best choice, as they add iron and more protein. I prefer pinto beans, but you can use kidney or red beans as well. The cans at my local ShopRite are actually the cheapest at 7 cents an ounce. The entire can costs 99 cents and provides 3 servings. That makes the cost for one person as just 33 cents. To finish off this meal, you'll want to toss in a vegetable. Carrots are one of the most affordable vegetables, and they provide a variety of nutrients, including vitamin C. My ShopRite has carrots for 76 cents per pound. Half a pound equals 1 serving. That means you'll spend just 38 cents per person. I eat my carrots raw, but you can cook them up and add a little honey for flavor. Lettuce is another option if you want to add greens instead of the carrots, as it is also super cheap when you purchase a full head. So, to recap, the cheapest meal you can make is rice and beans with a side of carrots. For one person, this meal would add $1.06 to your total weekly food budget. How can I survive $30 a week? We've uncovered that $30 per week is less than the thrifty cost per person on the USDA food plan, so how can you survive on just $30 per week? I highly suggest finding several gurus to follow, who are already living on $30 a week. If you think about it, when you want to learn more about fixing a car, you aren't going to go to a baker or nurse for advice. You're going to go to an auto mechanic who has been fixing cars for years. I search out experts who have experience on the subject, and who actively live out their advice. Prepper Princess is one of my daughter's favorites, and she has YouTube videos on this very subject. Check out her video, How to Live on $30 a Week. Link in the description. I personally follow Nate O'Brien, a young man living frugally, even though he has enough money not to. Watch his video, How to Live on $30 a Week. Link in the description. How can I keep my grocery bill under $30 a week? Here is where we really get into the tips and tricks you can implement to keep your grocery budget under $30 per person each week. Tip number 1. Follow recommended serving sizes. Americans eat way too much. According to Health Day, Americans consumed on average 1,850 calories per day 25 years ago. Today, Americans eat 2,154 calories each day. I just got done watching the latest season of 7 Little Johnstons. The family welcomed a student from Finland for 3 months named Juice. One of the first differences Juice pointed out between the countries was that those in Finland didn't eat as much as those in America. The more you eat, the more money you spend. To keep your grocery bill under $30 a week, you'll need to cut back your food consumption to the recommended serving sizes. Almost all packaging in America comes with a label that will tell you the serving size, even a bag of produce. So, if a 15-ounce can of beans says there are 3 servings in the container, you'll know to only eat 5 ounces with your meal. Tip number 2. Follow a few key shopping tips. Utilizing key shopping tips when living on $30 a week is essential to making your dollars stretch as far as they can go. When an item is on sale or deeply discounted, stock up. For example, if a pound of ground beef is discounted because it must be sold and used that day, buy several pounds, cook them, and then freeze the excess for use later. Pay attention to your store's sales cycles. A great number of stores follow a sales cycle. Keep track of when the items you use go on sale. Do this for 1 year and you'll better be able to plan when to purchase your favorite items at their lowest price. Don't be brand loyal. Always check how much you are paying per ounce among all brands and then choose the cheapest one. Choose items that extend for multiple meals. For example, you can still get a dozen eggs for under $3. Using 2 eggs as 1 serving, you get 6 servings per dozen, which equals just 50 cents per serving. That covers breakfast for all but 1 day of the week. Create a soup. The most expensive foods in the store are meats. I make mine go farther by creating a soup. I use less chicken than I would for a traditional meal, but create 4 dinners in one go. The vegetables I add are dependent upon which veggies I have left in my fridge to use up. Make pancakes. Personally, I love pancakes for any meal of the day. My kids always loved having them for dinner, as if it was a special treat. You can get a large box of pancake mix for under $4 that has 39 servings in it. That's just 10 cents per serving. You can always add some fresh strawberries or blueberries on top for added nutrition. Combine coupons and sales. There have been several times when I got items for free because I had a coupon and the item was on sale. Many stores also double coupons, allowing you to save more on each item. Shop seasonally. When it comes to produce, you'll find fruits and vegetables cost the least when they are in season. For example, strawberries go on sale here for $1.99 when in season, but cost $3.99 when not in season. That means when they aren't in season, I'll look for a cheaper fruit to replace them, rather than pay the increased price. Choose your store wisely. Walmart and Aldi both have similar, if not the same, items as other grocery stores, but for a much cheaper price. Your money will go much farther. For example, our Walmart at the time of writing this has roused 24-ounce homemade pasta sauce for $6.24. Our Acme has the exact same product for $9.99. That's a whole $3.75 more. Tip number 3. Use a weekly grocery meal plan. Be the Budget recommends planning your meals to the cent when sticking to a tight budget. This is much easier to do than ever before, as most grocery stores allow for online shopping. You can quickly log in and check prices without making a purchase. There are plenty of meal planners you can buy and reuse that will help you stick with your $30 per week per person budget. Check the link in the description to see the 2 meal planners I recommend, although you can always create your own if you wish. Tip number 4. Use cashback apps. If you're not using a free cashback app, you're leaving money on the table. Here at 5 Bags of Gold, we recommend Ibotta. You can check out our full review on our website, link in the description. This app allows you to upload your grocery receipts and earn money back on some of your favorite food items. It costs nothing to join and only takes a few minutes to use. My cousin feeds a family of 7, 1 more on the way, and she started using Ibotta to help counteract the inflation costs. That and her Walmart rewards card allowed her to keep her grocery budget the same without having to increase it. I also highly recommend using my points. I use them all the time. I personally convert my points into Amazon gift cards, but there are plenty of other redemption options as well. You can purchase groceries on Amazon, so that's another way to use your points to bring down your grocery bill. In fact, I have a Chase rewards card that I earn Amazon points through. I combine that with my points to get twice the amount of free items from Amazon. Tip number 5. Participate in an extreme grocery budget challenge. Participating in an extreme grocery budget challenge turns buying a week's worth of groceries for $30 into a fun game, instead of a stressful chore. We actually have a savings challenge book in the works that can be used for this. As soon as it's published, I'll come back and add the link to the description. Until then, Meals with Maria has an excellent video on her extreme grocery budget challenge, where she spent $30 and fed 4 family members for 7 days. Link in the description. Note that Maria used Ibotta to bring down the cost of her groceries. In conclusion, how to eat on $30 a week in 2022. While it takes a bit of work and preparation, you can eat on $30 a week per person. You'll want to become disciplined in checking prices and faithful in determining how much you're paying per serving. You'll also need to follow the recommended serving sizes, so you're not overeating and buying too much food. Once you get into the habit of shopping on a budget, you'll find it becomes second nature. Do you have a favorite low-cost meal? If so, share it with us in the comments below.